The account is over $85,000. We're almost at 100K. The market is pulling down. The account's looking bloody, though. Are we panicking? Not at all. I'm going to show you exactly how, no matter what's going on in the market, I'm comfortable, cool, and confident. I'm going to pass that on to you. But if you're new, my name is Isaiah. This is an income generating account where we sell cash secured puts, covered calls, do credit spreads, and collect dividends from both weekly and monthly payers. And if the concept of that investment strategy interests you, make sure you leave a like, comment down below what you're investing in, and subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, with that said, let's jump right into the account is at $85,000. Our goal is to get to $100,000. That's our first goal. But I always say this, I never judge the success of the account based on the value, more so the assets I'm purchasing. Because if you're new to investing, and I've been investing for about 18 years, nothing I say is financial advice. But if you're new to investing, within the last couple years, you're probably panic selling because your account has pulled back for 2 or 3 days in a row. And this is the best time to buy more. Maybe tomorrow it'll go down less or even more. You dollar cost average. You improve your position. So I do exactly that. And I'm going to go past my options because we're going to talk about how much money we made this week as well as last week and everything like that in a minute. But I want to show you my consistency with purchases because I think that is the most important thing for new investors. Being consistent. Don't try to time the market. Try to put time in the market. Long term. The market spends about 70% of the time in growth, but it's still going to come down. It still pulls back. But every time it pulls back, in my experience, it seems like it pulls back for a shorter and shorter amount of time. And I want to show some of the amazing moves we made this week. The first one we made, T-SPY. The goal was to be able to generate $100 a month from this dividend paying fund. We got up to 360 shares, and because of that, we got paid $105 this month from T-SPY. That's amazing. We hit a landmark. That's fantastic. My goal for this account is to be able to generate $2,800 a month from monthly dividend payers. Now, we generate more than that total every month from selling options and collecting weekly dividends as well, but I need to use that income to grow the account. So in order for me to live out of this account and still generate income, I need to generate $2,800 a month from monthly paying dividends. And we got one step closer today and this week because we got T-SPY, 360 shares. We're going to get now $100 every single month. That's amazing. The purchase I just made today, and I just sent the message to the premium generals in our Discord, which we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video as well. 350 shares. That's amazing. We now will get over $100 every single month from TDAC. So T-SPY pays the first week of the month. There's $100. TDAC, third week of the month. There's $100. That puts us only $2,600 away from our monthly paying goal. But trust me, we're a lot closer than that. We go up to PDI, PDI, my all-time favorite dividend fund. We have 1,000 shares. We get $220 a month. So right there, let's just round down even numbers. We get $400 now a month from those three funds. We go up to the cornerstone funds, CLM and CRF. My goal was to get 3,000 shares of each of these by the end of the year. We dominated that goal. We're taking advantage of some margin. We're generating a lot of cash from options and dividends. So using that cash, using the margin to be able to purchase those shares to help grow the account quicker. So now between the two cornerstone funds, we're going to get just about $350 a piece per month. So now that's $700 added to the $400. We're up to $1,100. $1,100, all from being consistent. And we're not done yet. We're still growing. So moving up to ORC. This is a monthly payer that I'm getting close to adding more. I have 400 shares. I get $50 a month. I want to get this to 500, but I don't want to purchase any shares above the $7.22 price range. It's at 730. That's perfect. We're so close. It comes down a little bit more next week. I love when things are on sale. Again, the stock market is the only shopping center where people go crazy when things are on sale. And I don't. I don't panic. I get excited. So come down a little bit more. I'd love to have another red day or a red week. I'd love to get everything cheaper because at some point the market's going to come back around. It does. Whether it's tomorrow, next month, next year, doesn't matter to me because between now and then, I am going to have so many more assets. So many more assets that allow me to be financially free that $2,800 goal per month with dividends will probably just appear laughable, and that might be a weekly pay by that point. Who knows? I'm gonna be consistent, but I'm not done yet. I'm not done tallying them up. So 350 each for the cornerstones, 700, 400 for the ones before that. That's $1,100. ORC $50, QILD $18. So right there, now we're up to $1,168. And then finally, our newest position, XPay. I want to get this to 100 shares. I'm at 25, so I'm a quarter of the way there. This is a little bit more expensive than my other dividend paying funds, but that's okay. I want to get it to 100 shares. I want to be able to get that $50 a month from it, and that's going to put us to right around $1,200 per month. Now, I lowballed, and it's honestly probably going to be closer to 300 because I rounded down for everything, which is fine. It's better to round down and be excited than round up and be disappointed. So $1,300, let's say, I am going to get. I'm not. I might actually get close to 13. Even though I'm by the end of the month, I'm not going to have 100 shares of XPay. That's too much money. But everything else, the goals have been met or are close to being met. So honestly, by the end of this month, I am projecting that I'm going to get between $1,200 and $1,300 for the month from my monthly paying dividend funds. That's incredible because we just added monthly paying dividend funds to this account in December. I started this account with $25,000 in 2024. And so now we're up to $85,000. We were a little bit higher. We were at 87 or whatever, but it doesn't matter to me. It's going to come back around, and when it does come back around, it's going to go like a slingshot and shoot up because we're lowering our cost average. We're getting more shares. Our dividend payouts are going to be heavier. So things like that go a long way in increasing the asset value of the account. Consistency. So no matter how down you are in your position, I'm going to give you my opinions on things here. Again, guys, nothing I say is financial advice, but if you have to stress about the price of your stock going down, you need to sell. You're not in the right position. If you are completely comfortable with the price going down or up, stay in it, walk away from your brokerage. I'm not a day trader. I don't think you should be either. Only invest in things that you are okay with holding long term. I sell options. That is very hands off. And I want to talk about that later in the video as well. But I want to get the main focus of how consistency will win in any market. So consistently making purchases. December, we got $530 for monthly payers. First month adding them. January, $700. February, $950. March, I am expecting about $1,200 to $1,300 for the month. Now, remember this, it's not going to increase that fast every month. It'll slow down. We are taking advantage of margin, but we are not over leveraging. I have $178,000 of margin available there, as you can see in our buying power. I am not about to deploy all that cash. No. But I will make consistent purchases every day, whether it's 1 share, half a share, 20 shares, whatever it may be. I have been spending a little heavy lately. I told my premium general group this. I was able to have a little bit more cash available for the account. And so I'm excited that I was able to deploy that. And because of that, I was able to make some more rapid purchases that are helping me get to that goal. Because what I'm doing here is I'm buying my paycheck. I am buying my ability to not have to spend hours a week doing work for someone else. Now, I already don't do that. But this is kind of putting into show for anybody that is living that life where you are working that 9 to 5 and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. Every day, put some money in. I mean, again, consistency. When I started investing, again, 18 years ago, I was putting a couple dollars in a week, maybe. But it adds up. It adds up, not just in this account, but any other account, because this is not the account I've been investing out of for all those years. This account, like I said, I just started a couple years ago. But really to show the purpose of if you're consistent with your purchases and you doesn't matter, you're not trying to time the market. I have bought things at their absolute high. Bummer. I have bought things at their absolute low. Fantastic. But doesn't matter. I'm not selling. I'm just buying, accumulating, and then those assets are going to pay me every single month. And the reason I want to get to $2,800 is if I wanted to live out of this account, my monthly expenses come to about $2,800. And that's between my mortgage, my student loans. Again, don't do anything with them. But student loans, and then cost of living, groceries, gas, electric, things like that, wear and tear on the car. So I definitely don't have that many expenses. I'm pretty grateful for that. But nonetheless, I'm still making consistent purchases every single day. Whatever cash I have, even if it's a dollar, if I can only get a quarter of a share, I'm going to get that money in there. And before I go any further, I do want to talk about my Premium General group. It'll just take 30 seconds. We're going to cut over there, and I'm going to talk about options and show you my history, and I think you really want to stick around for that. Okay, let's take a look at the Premium Generals, the best group on YouTube. In this group, I post exclusive content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, the strangle method, debit spreads, all sorts of investment strategies, as well as how I'm utilizing margin. On top of that, I'm doing private portfolio updates every trade that I make when I make it. The Premium General group knows first. We have a Discord. Would love to have you. It's $10. Come check it out. And most importantly, you get to be featured in every single video. We got some 6-monthers in here, 5-monthers. They're fantastic. I want to see you too. And now, with that said, let's jump back into that video. Okay, we're back in our account. I want you to see my trade history. Always fully transparent. I never want to hide anything because, quite frankly, I like the moves I'm making. I stand behind them, so anybody's welcome to see them. Want to talk about our dividends that are hitting this week. The big one there, T-Spy, $105. This is a monthly payer. Last month we captured $60 from it. This month $105. So now I should get $100 every first week of the month from these guys. And again, that's a monthly payer. We had 3 weekly payers that paid this week. TSYY, $140. COYY and ULTY. COYY is really the only old dud in this account right now. My cost average is like $10. It's trading at like 470 or whatever. I haven't made enough in dividends to cover that share depreciation, but I will say the the share price decrease has slowed down a little bit over the last couple weeks. Now, over the last couple months, it has plummeted, and that's why it looks the way it does. What are you gonna do? But I thought about selling it a couple weeks ago. I decided I'm not going to, and I think what I'm gonna do is continue to hold it and just see if we kind of get a little bit of a summer bounce in the stock, and then maybe try to see if I can break even between share price appreciation and dividend payouts, or I hold for most of the year, and then near the end, I take a big tax cut or take the sell on the loss and take the loss for tax cut purposes. So we'll see. I never know what I'm gonna do fully. I always have my ideas in place, and that's why I never would live any account I have. I'd never live off of weekly dividend payers. They work as a good tool. Like TSYY has definitely been a good tool for us. COYY, not so much. But let's count it out here. So TSYY and COYY, that's about $210 plus another 105. That's 315 plus 25 from ULTY. That's 340. The mobile just breaks down options, and it just doesn't look like the desktop does that same thing, because I looked at options and orders, and it's basically just showing all my purchases, which is okay. Kind of want you to see consistency. I mean, some days like it's 2 shares, some days I got a lot of cash. But right here we go. So here's our roll positions from March 2nd, which is Monday. I did all my rolling and opening new positions on Monday. So let's start there. Teladoc. I sold a cash secured put on, apologize, phone's ringing. Sold a cash secured put on Teladoc. What that means, you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. So I agreed to buy Teladoc like last year, and I've been rolling that position, which means I'm adding more time to the contract, more time to the expiration. And by doing that, the market's paying me another credit. I'm still agreeing to buy the stock, but I'm adding more time to the contract, extending out the expiration, getting paid more money. So collected $38 from there, another $10 from NFE, sold in a $2 covered call. What's a covered call? That means I'm agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price, and you get paid a credit when you do so. So I got paid $10 to sell a covered call. That is $38, $48, sorry. Right here, Peloton covered call and Teladoc covered call, adding 102 and 24, so 126. Let's say $168 right there on our options so far. Rolled another cash secured put, 20, so that's 188. And that might be, oh nope, we sold a covered call here on Rumble, $40, so 210. So for the week, guys, we are looking at around $530. That's fantastic. I'll take that $530. Last week, we were just over $1,200 for the profit, for the amount we brought in last week. So that is exciting. I love the growth of this account. Like I said, the share price is misleading in terms of it's been coming down. That's okay with me. Let my stocks that I want to buy be cheaper. I will continue to buy more and more every single day. And with that said, guys, I really appreciate you. If you made it this far, put the smiley face in the comments below. Let me know where you purchased, and make sure you subscribe, and then join the Premium Generals. I want to see you there. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one.